The, in Kriya Yoga, there's a kind of a well-known Kriya Yoga lineage. So what's the importance of the Kriya Yoga lineage?
Yeah, that's a really great question. So in the yoga tradition, it's very important to have an unbroken lineage of teachers. And it's not just the Kriya Yoga tradition. I mean, we see this in Buddhism with the Dalai Lama and things of this nature. The idea is that if one person is successful in experiencing higher realities or is successful in really fulfilling the purpose of Kriya Yoga, well, that person then has the capacity to share that with others and teach that to other people so that they can do it as well. And within a lineage, within a tradition, we do share information, we do share knowledge, but just like in different areas of life or different other methods of learning, there's kind of an energetic imprint that a person has. And I'm not sure, maybe you've talked about morphic fields on your channel before, but the idea of morphic fields is that, for example, I was reading that whenever a group of people get very good at something, it makes it easier for other people to do that as well, because it changes the collective consciousness in a way. And if you would go and you would study with a martial arts master, yes, that teacher would show you the specifics of how to do things, how to move and breathe and these kinds of things. But it's the energy, the essence, the presence of that teacher. Something is transmitted there. And the more you spend time with someone who represents a certain state of consciousness, you yourself start to feel that too. That's why when you're around angry people or depressed people, you tend to feel more angry and depressed, or confused people. But when you're around people who are very clear, very intentional, very optimistic, very purposeful, have a bit of wisdom, you tend to pick up on that too. So the idea of the lineage is this: we have one person who embodies the ideal of the tradition, and they're also able to experience those higher realities. And then when they teach someone, it becomes easier for that student to grasp that as well. And so the information is shared, but also this kind of morphic field or this resonance is shared. And when it's an unbroken lineage, each teacher is connected to the one before, which means there's like a building of clarity in that. And when you learn something from someone who might not be participating in lineage, it's very possible that they know what they're talking about and that they can share the information clearly. But the lineage itself holds a kind of energy or a kind of presence which is transmitted between the teacher and the student that makes it easier for someone to grasp and appreciate what's being shared, the spiritual path or higher realities and things like that.